Awesome, awesome. And here we are. Let's wait for a couple guys to get in here, and then we'll be good. We are a few minutes early, but I need to put on this. Bow, 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 down, bow, down. I love non-copyrighted music. Makes me happy. Wait, did the game just start? Oh, I was about to say, I was like, what? I can hear your audio. I would prefer I didn't. Prefer I did. Oh, goodness, boys. Waiting for players to load into the match. It takes a minute. I think that guys just got into the league, so you might want to get ready. Okay, Cole, we're starting here. Can't wait to see Toby perform. Yes, we have a Toby performer. Can you back out and get into the lobby, please?
Kehrolf. Kehrolf.
Cole.
Kehrolf.
Yes, what?
Okay, set up the lobby for Central and then send out the invites, please. That way we don't have to worry about it as players.
Not on Central.
I know. Set it to Central.
Can you fucking do that?
Yeah.
Or you can pick. You could set it to Japan if you want, but set it to Central.
I thought it was South Central.
Nope.
I think I just did East, but
Why are you paying synthetic?
I didn't mean to.
All right. Well, I'm going back.
Okay. Alrighty, so for our first few bans, FSM looks like they have taken Bank and Chalet off the board, with the Vandals responding with a Cafe and a Layer ban. As we get the lobby kind of set up and ready to go, we will be able to, get back in there as fast as possible, but we have players still filing in, and we also have some bans going down. What's remaining in the pool, we have Border, Clubhouse, Consulate, Lair just taken off the board, and Night Haven left. So it'd be interesting to kind of see. We have our last three being Border, Consulate, and Night Haven. So one ban left for each team, and then the last one standing is the decider. So that's where we'll go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know whose ban is it.
Who's playing today? Four's group?
Yep, 4. You could send out like 4 and Biggie for them, and they can fill in the rest of their people, and then Chan and their guys.
I don't seem to have any of the Vandals on my friends list.
Okay, we're getting filed in here. Lair and Night Haven taken off the board. Looks like we're going to Border. A Border game. This will be interesting. So, the two teams that we kind of have selected for us today are FSM and Vandals. Kind of rewinding that clock to the first week, we saw Vandals being really really fast-tempoed, super aggressive, like right to the point. FSM will attack on Border first. So, really awesome. And then the Vandals will obviously defend. But Vandals being super aggressive really in that early game, if they can get a lot of control of the map quickly, they seem to have a pretty high conversion rate of winning the round. Now FSM is a little bit different, where they are going to kind of slow it down, drone you out, really take methodical pieces of the board, and then file in to wrestle a little spot away to plant and then win the round. It's just going to be... I think this game is really going to kind of come down to who can get better positioning. Is going to be kind of how that's going to go. And Border is a super linear map. You can just drop if you need to. Or here, I'll do it.
I figured DM should be faster.
That's true. You should be able to go back to the game.
Out with 4.
Okay, that's cool. Alrighty. So we're going to Border. You might want to set the map. Or yeah.
Say we're going to Border?
Yeah, we're going to Border. What do you think about that? Yeah. So hot for Toby. Heard he's been working on that pocket pick. I don't even know what that means, but awesome. Awesome.
I mean, right off the bat, you tell me we're going to Border. I have to assume that's going to be a massive advantage to the Vandals. Typically, Border is going to reward a lot of early aggression. In general, very aggressive gameplay. It's very hard to play coordinated and together on a map like Border. It's very hard to take things slow when there are just so many runouts and places to punish and attack.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that. Like, I think we're gonna see the that kind of SSG open triple wall where they had the rotation closer to like the radio window, where they're just gonna be rewarded for peeking in and out of that, just denying east. I think the east stairs is gonna be a pivotal part of this map because I just don't think that they're just gonna open up the main wall and try to get a plant down. I just don't see that being really in the. I mean, it might. I've been proven wrong a lot when I cast, but the caster's curse, but. To me, it's really going to be about getting your feet in early to then do the rest of your check boxes. And I think that's where a lot of these big fights are going to happen, is kind of like in the beginning of the game where it's super, super, super pivotal to take that opening engagement. And I'm not just saying that because you can look up a tier 1 play where it's like, first pick, how can your conversion rate for your first pick. It's not necessarily like this at this level. It's more about the map control in which that you're gaining. What team can efficiently give map control out according to time is kind of how you're going to see it kind of at this level. It's not going to be a super, we got the first pick, it's a 4v5, we're going to coordinate and then just slam sight. It's awesome. To be
honest with you, I don't know how much I agree with that for a map like Border. There's so much play that you can do from outside the map. There's so many runouts for the defense. In many ways, Border doesn't feel so map control-y as a map. It feels more like what can you work to try to create opportunities, and not so much about how much of the map are you controlling at any moment.
I've heard leak source that yeah, kind of. I was reading chat here for a second. I got bro come back with this. I got leak source that Border is Toby's best map. We got a lot of Toby fans, and I love when they show up and just rep for their guy. It's pretty great.
No pressure, Toby.
No pressure, Toby. But yeah, and yes, this is me. But yeah, super convenient. And then yes, I got a couple different like panels that were ready. Okay, looks like a lot of these people are ready.
Good luck, have fun.
Good luck, have fun indeed. The map is going, so let's pause the music and let's stream only. Hope you guys can still hear. I have to turn your stream volume up so we can hear stuff. All right, bands. I think this is going to be a big pivotal part of this as well. What do you think is going to happen here? Dokkaebi. Who is who? Did you not change that either?
I do apologize. I had to step away from my microphone for just a moment. No, I was unable to set team names. Wouldn't let me type out the names.
Get to the game, laugh my ass off. There's a lot of stuff that goes on before we get to the game, but yes, we're about to ban and then we're getting to games. So we got a Dokkaebi and a Blackbeard coming off the board. Again, it just seems like a lot of like ranked play and some of this like T4, T3 stuff. Taking away Blackbeard has just been really pivotal. I just feel like he's a bully when it comes to positioning. Valkyrie, again, with those 3 cams, taking away some information away from people. Do you know which team is which? Because we didn't.
Yes, the blue team is FSM and the orange team is the Vandals.
Okay.
I do apologize. The match options weren't cooperating with me.
That's fair enough. Target banning
that's
Toby.
A very interesting one.
Yeah. Getting Kate off the board.
Cade ban from Vandals tells me right off the bat that they don't want to play slow. They want them to force like this out of position kind of bandit tricker to keep the wall closed.
I mean, not even only that, they don't want to play Thatcher, where it comes down to like, if it's just a hatch, maybe they don't want to waste a pick on the Thatcher and bring something like, again, like you said, more aggression.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
We got an Osa pick, which is nice. I have a feeling with the Ying Glaz and the Osa pick that we're going to see a lot of fast, or at least for this round, seeing some play in the the window over there on the second site. I'm trying to think of the name. Wow.
I don't even know if that's true. Typically, if that was what we'd be looking at, we would see a lot of Amaru either up the hatch or through the window trying to create openings.
Well, right here, I'm talking about the A-bomb site. What I think's going to happen, that Osa is going to come in and plant next to that second set of bookcases, and then you got the cross coverage from that glass over there on the AC window, and kind of creating a nice calling plays. Hey, listen, I just see it coming. I just see it coming.
Ready to activate. 10 seconds left before insertion.
But let's see here. That smoke is going to be the kind of the big, you know, if we can keep that smoke alive and maybe close to A, maybe we see some counterplay here.
And we're gonna see 4 of the members spawn over here on the east side of the map, just immediately ready for this push. We might be looking at a very fast execute.
Yep. Also, keep an eye on that, or not keep an eye, but if you switch over to that Zero's point of view, there is a couple cam lineups that you can actually get from that side just by shooting them on top and through the map with his Zero cameras, which is really nice and a really weird thing. You got to learn up like lineups, you know, kind of like if you think of like Valorant, where you're learning your utility lineups. Zero is one of those characters where the more you know about, you know, weird camera spots, the more powerful he can become. There's the first set of Yings coming through.
Right off the bat, looking at this lineup too, there's not a lot of counters for this Osa. Toby has 2 impact grenades, which is enough to full counter Osa. But he's a maestro. He's going to be playing tucked. He wants to play safe. He doesn't want to get in these players' faces. Legion no longer has his, so he won't have that ability to punish. You can try to smoke her off to the shield, but that's only a temporary solution, so you might only be looking for that mute C4, and instead, Maestro loses both impact grenades and goes down before getting any.
And the case is going down. They have no idea where this case is going down.
Position as well.
And the case is down.
Plant from, I believe that was 4-star. Yes, it is.
Yes.
And from this shield position here, it's going to be on the mute to try to clear this, but with so much overview, where is he going to be able to place this?
And the counter defuse just doesn't seem like it's going to come in for the night.
It's worth noting to fans that shield, by the way, is on hard floor. Only by the door there, that strip of wood is where it's actually soft, and that mute below could have gotten that nitro cell off. And it looks like Chan is just going to be on an island trying to play alive, and he'll go down to 4-star over on the shield.
And yeah, and kind of seeing that, like I said, just them being able to get that shield in very quickly. How we were talking earlier about why is this an aerial view? I mean, we flip back and forth, but yeah, being able to get that shield in very quickly was pivotal to that round. Rehost. Why rehost? What is happening?
Why are we calling rehost? What?
Yes, rehost. Okay, so we're gonna get a rehost in. I guess we got some technical errors. But I'm gonna kick on the music while we get the players back in here, and then answer some questions from chat. Yeah, Harding, woo, well played, guys. Teddy, Scrimmer tournament. So this is actually a part of our like a beer league that we play, Teddy. I got a 30 to 40 people that I've played with for 5 to 6 years plus, and they all made their own teams and entered into this tournament. It's kind of a tournament-ish. You got league play now, and then at the end of 9 weeks, we'll be doing like a big best of 3 tournament. It's gonna be sick. And then why is this an aerial view? Aerial view is so you can see the positioning of the players and the way they're taking the map control. We will be flipping back and forth, especially if we see like a big play happening or, you know, someone's getting really hot. We'll swip to their view really quickly. Beyond Omega, damn good plant. Yeah, that was a very good plant. The smoke and that Osa there was extremely potent, kicking them off of that. Like I said, getting that little, you know, place to plant, and then the team around them just kind of hugged the rest of the site and clawed and inched their way in, which is kind of like their game plan. There. Bruh 2. Can we get first person cam? Yes, we can. Enter the team names.
Absolutely.
Enter the team names.
I will try to do so, but... Aha, it'll let me backspace this time. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
So, hey, I need to step away from my computer for this next round for just a moment. So do me a favor. Pick a player you want to spectate next round. They did win that first round though.
Armory lockers, round win, blue win. Yep. Add around history. Or no, that's good.
That's the only round. That was
Yep.
it.
Sweet.
Did you hear me, Mongo?
I don't.
So I actually need to step away from my computer for a moment.
Well, you're
So,
gonna have to start the thing.
Let's give the fans. I know. Let's give the fans what they want real quick. Let them pick someone to follow next round.
Oh yeah,
for
who you guys
full
want to
weekend.
see? I think the overwhelming consensus is going to be Toby. It's gotta be.
That's
We got a
fine.
lot of Toby fans.
If it's all Toby, it's all Toby.
Oh yeah, you also have to put in bands.
Oh crap. What were they?
Dokkaebi, Blackbeard.
Yep. Hold on.
Oh, what was the other two?
I gotta think. It was Valkyrie and Cade. That was it.
Yeah, Valkyrie Cade. No, they don't have. Oh, you're saying River. Let's get a Toby cam. Yeah, I got 3 Toby cams. Dokkaebi, Valkyrie. Okay, yeah. Teddy, you need to message me on some form of social media, and if you want to cast with me, you can. Got the round count right. We are switching at 6 rounds, correct?
Should be. I have it set to whatever the Pro League setting was. Which
I
believe
would
is
just
still
answer
6.
them. Yeah.
I'm ready.
There's a button that says ready.
I actually clicked it.
I'm ready.
Oh my god.
Good job. Great job, guys. Thank
Good
you,
luck.
Kehrolf.
Good luck. Good luck.
They want a Toby cam.
They want a Toby cam? We'll
They
take
want
the
a Toby cam. I don't know. Listen, Toby must be a really cool guy because we got a lot of Toby fans.
That's okay. We give the fans what they want around here.
That's good. That's good. Yes, this
And
looks much
hopefully
better.
from an exciting round from Toby is he's going to pick Legion. And for that matter, it's going to be a very aggressive lineup from the Vandals
Take
side. with
seconds
guns
to
like
pick is
Gordon,
not
Doc,
comp.
Legion, and Jaeger.
It's literally the comp settings, 5 flowers. It quite literally is. It's
depends on which level of
Need to
competitive.
locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I'm too slow, Ethan. All right, yes, and I think this is the adjustment that we want to see. If they go to try to do this again, they're gonna have be able to throw utility through that floor, and that's why you've seen him make those holes. Legion is kind of one of those lurker type roles where you can really make a fortified position around doors and windows with your Legion mine traps, and then swing off of that audio intel that you get. I am going to be flying solo for this round, so if we have questions, fly them, and I'll be able to answer them.
Seconds remaining.
I have no control over the actual observation of this round, so just know that going into it. Now here the real question here for FSM is, are they going to switch the attack here and seeing the, well, maybe they don't have the Glaz here to kind of do the same exact thing, but they still have the Osa, so we'll see what's up.
Need those out. Reloading.
And no, the players will not be able to see the blue and orange outlines. That is just us from the casting point of view. We only see those lines, not the players. Or this game would be a much easier game to play.
Defender has been discovered.
Checking the run out there from the main door, legioning an off for any re-aggression.
A bomb
Now what you'll see here is all of those blue players have made basically a crescent shape around the area that they want to take, so they can slowly close in and take the area that they want. That's something to kind of know at these higher tier levels of play. Vandal answers with lobby. So now they know that they are going to try to plant on about the same position.
Reloading. Cover me.
Defender exposed.
Toby's in a really tough spot right now. And 4-star answers it.
Claymore deployed. Load him back.
Okay, so we do have one C4 left on the board in the Warden.
I do want to thank everyone watching for bearing with me.
Absolutely.
What did I miss? What happened to Toby?
Toby got stuck between 4-star on the angle and the AC window and died. He got really aggressive. But Biggie answers back to the okay. I don't even know how to say that man's name. I'm not even going to lie. Now we're going to try to get into office here. We got 24 seconds, so this is when the round's going to start getting really, really hectic here. They got to get in for a plant here soon. Answers back to Biggie.
Still one smoke grenade in pocket as well. It's enough time to burn out this east position.
Attackers drop the diffuser. 10 seconds remaining.
Looks like the diffuser went down over by office. Vandals just going to protect that diffuser, and that'll be an easy round and win cleanup for them.
Yep. And it really felt like once they hit like the 130-minute mark, they just had no aggression to get into the building and kind of like, yeah, they got the first pick and then it was answered back twice, and it just like it felt like everyone kind of froze. Maybe too much going on all at once would be maybe my guess. I don't know. Also a good round from Vandals, so I don't want to take away and say it was all a mess up on one side. Okay, so let's see where we go now.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Looks like we're going to go downstairs to the bathroom teller's bomb site.
I think the smoke was a good counter pick to this, and because it's going to allow them to burn time if they, if they can keep him in position and the man count negligible. I think the smoke pick is really strong here. Just because you're going to deny certain areas that they may want to plant in or just take control of. And
I think I would say that smoke is just kind of always a strong operator. What you need to be concerned about in terms of buying time is going to be this three-pronged combination of Legion, Melusi, and smoke. Between all three of those gadgets, that is a lot of interruption, slowing down our defenders, buying time. It's going to be util that they have to either spend time clearing or get stuck because of it, which makes smoke all the more valuable.
Yeah. And that's kind of what you're going to see. That basically the way to think about smoke is the longer he's alive, the more value he can bring to the round. And those smoke grenades are no joke at all. Looks like we're going to try to get an entrance into Armory over here. Armory and office. Drones flying in from every which way. We do have a cutoff on east stairs, which is nice.
And it looks like it's just going to be the job of the Legion and Doc from the side of Vandals to hold upstairs. Our remaining players all downstairs, one in customs, two upstairs, and it's going to be Doc to fire back first. I'm not positive where he got that kill. 4-star will answer back onto the Legion over in office. Doc's going to choose to get aggressive and lose his life to Boomer on the ace. This attack upstairs looks like it's just going to keep marching through. No more Vandals players to interrupt them, but only a minute 30 on the clock.
Yep. Now with it being a
and
3v3,
finding a pick downstairs.
Now, yeah, but now with this being the a 3v3, let's see if this fuse can actually disrupt any. I don't even see any gadgetry that they're really like wanting to get away, unless he's got hard breaches in pocket to get rid of this next.
The only thing that this fuse is hoping to accomplish right now is going to be opening this hatch with his 2 hard breach charges, as seen in the bottom there, and hopefully trying to clear all of these Malusis. But I don't know that he has the angle on it. I don't know that he quite knows where they are either.
That's a big pick. That is a very big pick. Yeah, with workshop control here, this is where it's gonna get kind of wonky here. But again, with all 3 of these, and now 2 because they just used one, each smoke grenade takes away 15 seconds of a certain area, and it can be really debilitating to an attacker if they're cutting off your only way into sight and or the place you're trying to plant.
Yes, and with 2 of them left in pocket, they have more than enough time to burn out the round. Dan puts himself in an amazing position, but just isn't ready for him to jump through from Biggie, and it's just going to.
Oh, that's bomb down. That's bomb down in the rotate.
Find one. It's going to rotate out. It looks like Biggie knows.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds.
4-star stuck in a Legion mine and a Banshee. Just nowhere to go. He's going to be locked into the plant. It should be an easy cleanup for Smoke. And there it is. Amazing play from 5 favors.
Yeah,
Amazing.
that was a good example of if you can just find your ones, then the round is so much easier. No, I am not playing. I'm casting the match. That is what casting means. I am casting the match. I am not playing. But here's the deal, though. I think that they are doing a pretty good job of taking those ones. I mean, that was just a kind of a clinical play from that SMG-11 play. Good setup by Toby there. I think maybe the Vandals all had something to do with the setup. I don't think it was just Toby. Who is this Toby guy? Why does he have so many fans? What the fuck is happening? What the fuck?
Attackers need to locate and defuse the bomb.
It's kind of crazy. Okay, so maybe now we're gonna see a switch from Thatcher to a Ram, which I think will kind of help more than the Fuse did. Maybe that last round, I don't know. A different bomb site. We're moving over to Workshop.
I mean,
and Vents.
just looking at the lineup, it looks like they were trying to bring. It looks like there's going to be more emphasis on intelligence, knowing where these players are with a Jackal, Indiana, and a Lion. They want to find these players and they want to keep them in place and make sure that they can punish them for being off-site.
A swap to the Deimos.
I think the Ace in the Thatcher, looks like to me they were planning on this being an upstairs push. They thought the Vandals were going to return upstairs. But I don't believe they have that option yet. They need one more round. So instead they're going to swap to things that can help them clear this upstairs presence and do a lot of damage doing vertical pressure down into the site.
Now, speaking of vertical presence, who do we all have upstairs? Because I see 2 players on site.
It looks like we're going to have the same combination of Legion and Doc holding upstairs. It looks like Vigil is as well for Toby. It looks like he's just going to be roaming around east, trying to figure out where this attack is coming from.
And they are all spread out kind of everywhere.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. Attackers recovered the diffuser.
The question will be, with the attack so spread out, is where is this
Oh,
going to coalesce?
we do have 3 on main here. Oh, it looked like 3. One run away, maybe? I don't know what happened.
It looks like at least 2 of them are going to be focused on Armory. They have a half-wall player to clear.
Half wall and small office. They have nothing to open up this wall.
4-star's nades appear to be the only way that they're going to have to clear this half-wall player. He seems to be more focused on this Vigil.
Yeah, and... Oh, man, that was just a good shot from Toby.
Fight to Toby.
I'm reloading.
Legion is going to find another one from the half-wall position. Toby finds another. And it seems like this upstairs clear, they just couldn't find the angles and couldn't find the gunfights.
The lobby answer's back, though. Not completely done with the round. Ah, well.
Boomer will finally get the upstairs presence, but losing all of his remaining HP almost to the Legion mine, you do have to assume this is hopeless. And 5 flower fingers will actually get it through the floor. Not positive where the information came from, but
Yeah,
a
that
good
was kind of
finish
insane.
nonetheless.
That was an insane round. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it just seemed like it stalled out on that half wall player, and they were forced to kind of they were forced to walk through a single door, and when you have a cross on a single door, that your percentage of death is definitely in the 80 to 90% percentile there. Does not feel good. And I guess the question for I have for you is, do you think the Lion is a massive
Attackers need
help
to
here
locate
with
and
this?
defuse as many bombs as they can.
Like,
I think the Lions would have served the purpose they wanted if it had panned out a little differently. It definitely felt like with the lineup they were planning on bringing, they wanted to find these players, lock them down, and get that clear.
Attackers
I think they found the players. They knew about the Vigil. They knew about Legion. They seemed to know about Jaeger. They would have just pushed the Legion. The problem
Right.
came too that it didn't matter if you could lock down those players. You actually wanted to do the opposite. You really needed to get them out of these tower positions that they were sitting in. They didn't have these players super extended other than the Vigil, who can just click of a button ignore that Lion scan. So I think the idea was there, the process was there. It just
attackers are heading out.
wrong operator was extended, and the rest of them were hunkered down, and you just didn't have the lineup for clearing out these hunkered down players, such as Grim, Cappy Tower, a lot of nades. Even Deimos, for that matter, could have done that job, but Deimos was a little busy on the other side. And I
Right.
think that's just kind of where that one got left.
yeah, it almost seems like they wanted to open. I like, at least in my opinion, maybe they try to open up that main wall, and if they ever go back to it. But yeah, attacking on border doesn't always feel the greatest. I will say that. So this game isn't over by any means.
Kobe this time lurking around the bottom of basement the bottom of square with Doc close behind. Looks like they're gonna be ready for this east side push potentially from the players over here on ventilation. Right now, it looks like Lobby's just going to be trying to work a pick. He seems to be very worried about this potentially open window. They don't know about East, or they droned out Vigil and know he's around at the least.
Yeah, and I know that the gun on, what's his name? My goodness, Biggie. Who is he playing? Grim. I know the gun on Grim is very good, but it almost feels like you want him to be alive for that late round execute. And maybe someone should be walking in front of him. Okay, yes, they have very good control now. Now they got that east control, they are going to try to be able to push these guys back. Oh, and they also have CC control, so this is looking pretty good for FSM.
But you do have to be concerned with your FSM. This clock is ticking down. There's only a minute 20. Yes, you got the opening pick, but now how do you actually spiral this into a round win?
Now they do have one
we
top
take
metal,
the
and he
broad
knows.
Overview. They don't seem to have anything in position yet to try to get this case down. The case, by the way, is all the way over by the office side in the hands of our ace.
Reloading.
You have to assume the bombs. The plan is to get
Four
the bomb
picks,
site
one
down
off.
on A. I think that was a wall bang through this wall there. Great shot from him.
They have it open on triple. The SSG run out.
Chan getting aggressive from the opened wall, just misses 4-star. Gonna continue this aggression.
Oh, that
Finds
was
one.
Ooh, he's down.
Almost makes it out of there. You have to assume 4 is going to clean it up. And actually,
he does.
Lobby is going to go get the other one. The down player just going to die at the end of the round.
Yeah, I think that was a very good round for FSM, and I think how they can mimic that is if they decide one side of the map and then snowball it, but do it quickly. And I think if they can get the map control they want by 1:30, that is a lot less stressful, right? And that's, maybe that's just me being an old timer. We gotta be ready for execute by 1 minute, and then the rest we'll figure out when we get down there. I don't want it to sound like that, but these guys, there's not like lopsided gunfights here. Like everyone's starting to get warm and into the server, so like I really want to see FSM show that they can win another bomb site than just that one. And the way to do that, I think, is taking, like, you know, that time they went east over into CC and then wrapped back to office. You know, was going to plant behind the bomb chassis there. I kind of want to see that, but just a little bit quicker. And I think that if they do end up doing that, the Vandals are in a really, really tough spot.
Device positioned.
Hello, tab in and play.
Device
What?
activated.
I don't know. There must be something happening.
I think that was a chirp at Flavors just standing stationary over by the east balcony.
Device set.
10 seconds remaining.
Activated.
5 seconds left before insertion.
What was wrong?
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
You don't get to see points in pro play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what they're complaining about. I don't know. Do they
well,
not do that for college either?
No, it's supposed to be disabled, but I mean, I'm not positive actually.
Okay,
I'd have to
chat.
reread
Do we
the
have
video.
any questions, or what do you guys want to see from let's say FSM? How do you think they're going to be able to maybe win this round? Upside down repel here. What is happening? And absolutely punish the aggression. And see, that's what we were talking about. They need to be able to continuously do that for the defenders. Whoever's attacking needs to be able to punish that aggression.
And I think that's just a great job from Biggie going fishing, setting the bait, getting on the window, and recognizing where he's possibly vulnerable, and just being ready to respond to that as soon as it happens. The Clash pick is honestly a great adaptation here, being able to just sit here in front of these attackers and deny them essentially any angle that you want. Is a good way to deny this glass and make sure he can't just post somewhere and keep that pressure.
Not only that, just deny the walk-in from the OSA. Well,
Defender exposed.
so we have a generic 4-2 split. Number 1 Clash in A. That's funny. Okay, so now that we have the round swip here, do you think that we're going to see a lot more rounds riddled off from FSM? Because I generally think that that's just attacking on border diff. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's just the map that we're playing here. I don't necessarily think that is a, you know, super crazy round split. I'm saying I think the map kind of determined that round split more than I think anything else did, because we've seen what,
Yeah,
3.
I think as an attacking half, you're trying to get, you know, a 3-3 split. You don't love to see the 2-4 if you're FSM, but it's certainly
definitely
not
workable.
feasible.
Definitely workable. And they're gonna pick up the Clash too. That's kind of crazy.
Bomb located by attackers.
Again, it's a good adaptation. If you think the enemy's going to bring this glass, the last thing you want to do is just play scared and not, you know, and let this glass dictate where you're allowed to and to not be. Bringing this Clash lets you essentially just block these angles whenever you want. It's basically the power of a zombie, except it's not temporary. As long as you can keep Clash alive, that's the say. You can just move that around however you need.
Yeah. I think that's going to be like a big answer to I think that's kind of a really cool way. And I think that just brings up how cool R6 is, where no matter the...
Don't look now, everyone, but Toby is on Blitz.
Yes, he is. Are they just going to run this thing in here? I think they are.
Organ set up and ready to blow. Reloading! Cameras coming online now.
And Bandit's in a very bad spot. Oh! Oh, he
What a
turned.
shot from Toby.
Oh, he absolutely turned on that clash. What in the world? And he picks up the guy deep sight. Wow.
A fantastic use of blitz here.
Attackers are
Just
activated.
getting in, clearing this utility, forcing the defense to worry about him over the wall, letting wall get down. The plant and the remaining attack can follow in through him. Just letting blitz be this point of contact, not in any way to dub down how well Toby just played that.
Yeah.
The shots were there. Great performance.
That shot on the guy deep on the other bomb site was absolutely insane. Like, he just cross-mapped that dude with a fucking pistol. Number one shield user. Yeah, I don't think, but let's be honest, number one shield user doesn't really mean the most. They tried to nerf him. Nah, they just, BB's annoying. You can't tell me, bro, you can't tell me that
Attackers need to
was
locate
just
and
a
defuse as
gnarly
many bombs
shot.
as they can.
Yeah, they choose to go back. That's the crazy part for me. They choose to go back.
I mean, they are choosing to go back, but they're notably bringing a couple ways that they're trying to make sure that doesn't happen again. They're gonna bring the frost to potentially just sneak a frost mat in a spot you're not expecting, immediately down the splits. You've snuck in the Legion, something they can't EMP, like we saw the EMPs go out there. That can potentially slow down and damage the splits. The Miro windows to be able to potentially put, pressure from.
Yeah,
different
Caden,
angles
that
the
was
attack might
nuts.
Not be ready for expecting.
That blitz play was crazy. I will agree with you, Caden. I think I heard LeBron was talking about Toby in the GOAT parade. Okay, guys. Okay. He made a great play. These early lion scans makes me they're probably scaring them back to sight.
An interesting Mira setup here, letting this side stay open and trades with Chen. The Mira window notably is gonna stay up. The ash taken off the board. One of the ways that's typically used to crack these from a distance, which means Boomer here can just retake this position. And while you could make the argument that yes, he traded, you have to imagine that the value is much better from Biggie's side than from the Vandals.
And I also want to say, like, yeah, you trade that, but also now they have to run up and punch this or just completely ignore it and flip the attack, which I think is what might be happening right now. Where are these attackers? So we got two top east that haven't walked in yet. We're about a minute and 40 in. A minute 40 left, I should say. Getting rid of this default. That doesn't feel good
actually
either.
finds a pick from the window. It looks like the attack is going to be restructured, trying to take this square side over. Right now, we're just seeing them open angles, try to work anything they can. Lion finds another one from the window. Now he's jumped in. Some very well-timed aggression from this Lion.
Attackers recover the diffuser.
It's going to look the wrong way as Boomer manages to collect him. But with Boomer pushed all the way back here, Grimby's to keep him in one spot, you do have to wonder what he can even accomplish from here.
He's definitely got to take the one with this guy on 90.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
Grimby's are going to continue to keep him isolated on the other side of the site as the time is going to tick down. He's got one person watching him from 90. Another Grimby is going to block this doorway.
Ooh.
And it will be Toby on the glass in 90 to finally take him down. Truly just seemingly an unwinnable position from Boomer there.
I love the Toby memes in my chat are glorious. Yeah. I like that. This is a timeout should definitely be called here if you're FSM, and maybe try to slow this down. That's maybe what I would do. Yeah. I just don't see this really. We need a big like momentum shift. Like we need like a flawless round from FSM to get them to believe again, because they're just so, the way they play is so like aggressive, and it's kind of hard to like put into words unless you felt it before. And I have, like, these guys, they see what they want to take and they take it, or they lose the round, and that's kind of how they play the game of Siege, and it's definitely a effective strat for sure. Castle setup maybe to slow them down. I kind of agree with that pick a lot, especially if that Ashe is going to be, you know, kind of careless with their life. I think that's a good pick here. A good pick.
And defuse a bomb.
So we have Mute upstairs by himself.
With the Mozzie as well.
Oh, did the Mozzie? No, Mozzie dropped.
Mozzie
Yeah.
So yeah, they might just be leaving 4 up here with the Mute upstairs. I have my reservations about that, knowing he is on the typically less aggressive loadout of SMG-11 and a shotgun.
Yeah, maybe he just plays to burn time here and drops through the hatch safely. I think that's the idea, but let's hope that he can make it through these gunfights safely. Hey, listen, there's one. We might want to flop to his POV here. That's Toby off the board.
Airjack planted. Ready to go.
Now, the real question is does this Nomad know that he's here?
You have to assume they know he's here. The Buck's been droning it for a good second now. Was that through the floor? That was through the floor. They're going to be in archive now.
And then 4-star finally being cleared from his position. So about 1:30. You have the man advantage by 1. Let's see what they can really do to isolate site here, because you have all 4 players here. Let's see kind of what they are thinking about. Taking a little bit damage from his own drone, but that's kind of okay. You know, not the greatest, but also just a few damage. Not going to be the end of the world. And that does not feel good. Biggie answers, does he know about the guy in front lobby? He does now. Going on the swing. Here's the plant going off. Did not hear the drop, and with that, that is our game for the night. Vandals up 7-2. Yep. What would be your final words on that match there? Kind of just seeing it all kind of unfold and casting it. What are you thinking here?
Truthfully, I'm just not sure. It felt like FSM just was on islands. You know, leaving 4-star upstairs on his own. You can't assume he's going to be able to hold that forever. You can't assume he's going to be able to hold that for under any real amount of pressure up there, even if he does maybe have mute jammer stopping drones.
Kind of just
Vandal's aggression, just kind of doing what it needs to do. You know, one round we just see Blitz steamroll the site. One round we're seeing slow play, and we're gonna see, you know, all of this roam clear and just really making sure that 4-star is not going anywhere. They're changing the pace. They're playing aggressive all throughout. It's a hard thing to deal with.
Yeah, and yeah, I think the difference between just like ranked aggression and that aggression is when we saw Toby enter the armory side with that Blitz, it wasn't just Blitz alone. He had Blitz, 2 people behind him on the door, and then the 2 other people were making noise elsewhere, right? So it was get him through the door, clears the utility, pop the wall, and then everything just exploded onto the site, and obviously he had a kind of a highlight clip there where he, cleaned up a lot of the defenders there, but more of what I was thinking is just the straight up teamwork that happens behind that blitz was just immaculate.
Absolutely.
That's kind of what I
Blitz
thought.
taking the moment for the first thing he does, walking in the site, clearing the Malusi, clearing the bandits, choosing to leave the Goyo so he's not firing off his own teammates. I mean, that just shows you right off the bat what the goal there was. Everything he got after that was just
net
Kobe
positive.
letting that team know.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, another just straight up aggressive win from the Vandals. It was good. But that is the only game that we have planned out for tonight. So I do appreciate every single one of you being in here. I think my team's going to go practice, and I have a game tomorrow. And
We have 2 games tomorrow.
We have 2 games tomorrow. Okay, we
There's
got
2 games
double
tomorrow.
header. Okay, so I will not be casting those, but I might stream them if it doesn't kill my game again. We'll kind of see on that. But if you guys want to check out my games, we'll be playing tomorrow, a double header back to back. I think FSM and
FSM and the I don't know what H team stack is called.
that's OTS overtime
OTS
drivers.
drivers. Thank you.
OTS. Yeah. All right, guys. You guys have a blessed night. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I will see you on